constantly pushes us to want more, how do we find true contentment? The Bible speaks of a hidden secret that allows us to be content in every situation. In this episode, we'll uncover this secret and learn how to live a life of peace and satisfaction regardless of our circumstances. Welcome back to our second part of the series, Unveiling the Hidden Truth of Christian Faith. Contentment is something many of us struggle with in a world filled with endless desires and comparisons. Yet, the Apostle Paul speaks of a secret, one that allowed him to remain content in both abundance and need. Philippians chapter 4 verse 12 and 13 says, I know what it is to be in need and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. Let's dive into this secret and discover how it can transform our lives. Understanding true contentment. We'll explore the difference between contentment and complacency. Contentment is not about denying our desires or pretending everything is okay. It's about finding satisfaction in God's provision, no matter our circumstances. Paul's contentment was rooted in his relationship with Christ, which transcended his external conditions. The source of contentment, Paul's secret was not self-sufficiency, it was Christ-sufficiency. We'll discuss how relying on Christ's strength allows us to face any situation with peace. This involves a deep trust in God, believing that He is in control and that He provides exactly what we need when we need it. Cultivating contentment. We'll explore practical steps to cultivate contentment in our daily lives. Number 1, gratitude. Regularly thanking God for what we have shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have been blessed with. Number 2, trusting God's provision. Trusting that God knows our needs and will provide accordingly helps us let go of worry and anxiety. Number 3, living simply. Embracing simplicity and focusing on what truly matters, our relationship with God, family and community, helps us avoid the trap of constant striving for more. Contentment is a powerful tool that equips us to face life's challenges with peace and joy. It's a journey of learning to rely on Christ's strength rather than our own. Number 2, the gift of Sabbath. What if I told you that one of the greatest gifts from God is something we often overlook? The Sabbath is more than just a day or rest. It's a hidden treasure designed for our renewal and connection with God. In this episode, we'll uncover the deeper significance of the Sabbath and how it can transform our life. As we delving into the gift of Sabbath, a commandment that many of us misunderstand or neglect. Jesus said in Mark chapter 2 verse 27, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Let's explore what this means and how the Sabbath is a divine gift meant for our well-being. Biblical foundations of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was established in Genesis chapter 2 verse 2 and 3 when God rested on the seventh day after creation. This day of rest was later codified in the 10 Commandments, Exodus chapter 20 from verse 8 to 11, as a sign of the covenant between God and His people. It's important to note that the Sabbath is not just about physical rest, it's about spiritual restoration and a reminder of our dependence on God. The purpose of the Sabbath. The Sabbath is designed to be a time for us to step back from our daily routines, rest in God's presence, and reflect on His goodness. It's a day to cease from our labors and focus on worship, family, and rest. The Sabbath serves as a weekly reminder to our worth is not based on our productivity but on our identity as God's children. Practical ways to honor the Sabbath. Setting boundaries. Create a clear distinction between work and rest by setting boundaries on the Sabbath. This might involve turning off your phones, avoiding work-related tasks, and focusing on activities that nourish your soul. Engaging in worship. Use the Sabbath as an opportunity to deepen your relationship with God through worship, prayer, and reading scripture. Resting and reconnecting. Spend time with family and friends. Engage in activities that bring you joy and allow your body and mind to rest. The Sabbath is a gift from God that invites us to experience rest, renewal, and a deeper connection with Him. By honoring the Sabbath, we align ourselves with God's rhythm for our lives. In our next episode, we'll uncover the hidden power of forgiveness, how it's not just a command but a path to freedom and healing. The idea of rediscovering the Sabbath and Secret of Contentment intrigued you, make sure you are subscribed and ready for our next episode as we continue this journey of uncovering the hidden truths of the Christian faith. Signing off as of now. Bye. Take care.